The town had been breathing wrong for weeks. Autumn fog that clung like memory, streetlights that hummed a half beat behind your pulse, and the river that refused to reflect the sky. I first noticed it in the way people blinked, as if trying to synchronize with something invisible. Faces patched by tiny delays. Windows looked like held breaths. Houses like rib cages waiting for a cough. The wrongness began gentle, a misaligned note in an old song, then spread like mildew along edges. Objects altered in polite, incremental ways. Photographs acquired faint, unfamiliar shadows at their margins. Clocks lost 30 seconds, then 31. The town's dog refused the same path twice, sniffing angles that revealed nothing. I told myself stories: seasonal rot, faulty wiring, hysteria. But those explanations were as thin as moth wings when I saw the stars. They hung too close, as if someone had propped glass teeth in the sky and pressed. Patterns flickered between them, tiny schematics that felt like instructions rather than light. The revelation crept like tide. People began describing the same dream: a corridor of ribbed light and doors opening to places that could not be mapped. A neighbor's voice called at midnight. He said the kitchen tiles rippled and a corridor opened beneath the stove. He laughed at the absurdity. Then the laughter cracked into a different grammar, sibilant, patient. He left town the next morning empty-eyed and never spoke again. Paranoia is a patient animal. I cataloged small betrayals. A note I hadn't written, my kettle boiling for no reason, the mirror showing me 10 seconds behind. I questioned whether memory was a ledger I could trust. I taped drawings of the sky to the walls and circled constellations that were not theirs. Patterns answered, forming glyphs in the condensation on my window. At night, the walls whispered like dry leaves. I slept in the doorway, a human barricade against the corridor of light. When it finally revealed itself, it was wrong in a way the brain could not turn into metaphor. The thing in the sky unpeeled like an eyelid, exposing a mouth of geometry, rings within rings, a lattice that did not belong to Euclid. It communicated not with sound but by rearranging certainty, folding recollections into new, obscene alignments. I felt memory unglue and refasten into scripts I had not written. The town's outline shifted like a map redrawn by a steady, patient hand. Afterward, things were quieter but no kinder. People moved through rooms as if underwater, gestures measured against an unseen current. Some left, some learned to speak the pauses. I keep a notebook now, ink smeared where my hands shake. Each entry is an attempt to anchor a day that keeps slipping its moorings. The last thing I remember before the sky arranged itself into another sentence was a child drawing a staircase that led not down, but out, smiling because stairs are honest things until they are not. I closed the window and nailed the shutters. The noise of the stars kept scraping, patient as a pen against bone, and I understand that the chapter has ended even as the sky waits with a door ajar.